Jai Narayan student, welcome back here. I hope all are well. Now myself Nidhi Lal. Today we going to discuss chapter number 2, people as resource. Now this lecture number is 2. Now start. People as resource. Student, people as resource means ki working population of a country, their existing productive skills and abilities are known as people as resource. Let's see in this picture human resource. I am already discussed the lecture 1 but revise the simple. Okay, first of all, human resource, people who are part of the workforce are called human resource. People who are part of the workforce are called human resource. Any other resource become useful only by the efforts and skill of the human resource. So next, see, there are two story of Sakal and Vilas. In this case, Sakal and Vilas. First of all, Sakal. So in the case of Sakal, education added to the quality of his labor. This enhances total productivity in the form of salary and further added to the growth of the nation economy. See in this picture, ki well trained, good education, good medical care, this formation for the human capital, because when the existing human resource is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it human capital formation. It becomes a human capital when investment are made in its health care, training and education. It is called the human capital formation. Now but Sakal is the good education, good training, good medical care and good higher productivity and higher income. And but Vilas is no training, no education, no medical care. In the case of Vilas, there was no education or health care in the early part of his life. He spent his life selling fish and like his mother, and hence he earns the same amount as unskilled labor. And first of all, he could not interested also. He was not interested in study also, and he helped in mother and cooking and also looked after his younger brother Mohan. After some time, his mother fell sick and Vilas was forced to the selfish in the same village. He liked his mother and only a meager income. तो दिस इज़ द मेनली इम्पॉर्टेंट कि स्टडी हमारे लिए कितनी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, और स्टडी एजुकेशन ट्रेनिंग मेडिकल अगर हमारी बेस्ट है तो हम एक अच्छा रिसोर्स और अच्छी ह्यूमन कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन बनते हैं, हम अपनी एक कंट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं और हमारी एक बेटर लाइफस्टाइल होती है और सोसाइटी में एक अच्छा हम कंट्रीब्यूशन कर पाते हैं. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट, people as resource. Just example, country like a Japan have invested heavily in human resource because they did not have adequate natural resource, and they import the natural resource needed by the country, and they have invested on people especially in the field of education and health, and these people have made efficient use of other resources like land and capital, and good efficiency of people like technology and involved by people have made this country and develop. So a well developed country Japan, why? Because the good efficiency for efficient investment in education field and good technology, good training and healthcare also. So this is the mainly efficiency mainly develop the country. So efficiency and technology involved by the people have made this development. Now let's see next, economic activities, man and women. There are two parts. Activity which added value to the national income are called economic activities or market activities. But first of all, discuss the major activities. There are three. See, types of economic activity. First of all, primary, secondary and tertiary. So include this types of activity. The various activities have been classified in three main activities. Primary is include the agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry, etc. Secondary is include the manufacturing of goods, and tertiary it includes the trade, communication, banking, education, transport, health. And this is the mainly service provide the tertiary sector, and secondary is the manufacturing, and primary is the include mainly natural working, natural nature is related, mainly like primary activity. This sector focus on job that related to directly upon the natural resources like agriculture, forestry and animal husbandry, fishing. But secondary, these are activities that use raw material to produce or manufacturing new products to greater value. For example, food is grown in the primary sector and it is turned into a final goods is known in the secondary sector, is known as the secondary sector. So now first of all include the manufacturing of goods. And tertiary is mainly these are activities that are service provide and industry, example like doctor, bank, school, etc. Now see primary activity. First of all, this picture show also easily and connected key economic activity which are related to agriculture, poultry, farming, fishing, horticulture. And again my words repeated, student, ki primary sector, this sector focus on job that related directly upon natural resources. But secondary activity, these are activity that use raw material to produce or manufacturing new products to greater value. Example, food is grown in the primary sector and is turned into a final goods in the secondary sector. Mainly is known as the secondary sector, and it is mainly you are included for the involved in only manufacturing is called the secondary activity. Manufacturing is called the secondary activity. So natural resources are properly modified in a secondary sector. See in this picture. Now like example, secondary sector, sugar industry, banana industry. Okay. Now tertiary sector. Tertiary sector, these are activity that are service industries. For example, lawyer, doctor, salesperson, police officer. So student, these are activity that are service provide, and example bank, lawyer and doctor, etc. This is the tertiary sector. So mainly see economic activity. There are now next point discuss. Economic activity has two parts, market activity and non-market activity. So first of all, market activity, these activity involve the remunerations to the person who perform an activity for pay और प्रॉफिट. सी इन दिस पिक्चर मार्केट एक्टिविटी, जिस काम में हमें पैसा मिल रहा है, मनी, एंड प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इंक्लूडिंग द गवर्नमेंट सर्विस ऑल्सो. So like see the picture, market activity and non-market activity, these activity are not paid, as production of these activity for is for self consumption or self use or other non-remunerative activities. For example, women doing domestic work and looking after children are non-market